So you want to be an entrepreneur, but you don't have an idea yet for your startup. Or you do have an idea, but you don't know if it's the right idea and whether you should move forward with it or not. In this video, I will discuss coming up with an idea and what to do with it once you do think of something. First, let's consider the scenario where you don't have an idea yet, but want to come up with one. Ideas are not easy to come up with because so much has already been thought of, and large established companies are already doing many new things. However, there's always scope for new ideas, new technologies, new and better ways of doing things. So don't be discouraged by an initial lack of ideas when you first start brainstorming. The primary thing to consider regarding an idea is to play to your strengths. For example, if you have software background and experience, then focus on software startup ideas. Do not try to get into, say, a restaurant or a gym type of a startup. The reason I say this is because numerous challenges will arise as you actually implement your idea, and you'll have to handle all these challenges. You will have to handle third parties, tools, legalities, etc. And your best bet to manage all these challenges will be to have core strength in the area yourself. Furthermore, third parties that are less than honest will try to cheat you if they realize you do not have expertise on what they are working on. This happened to me when I was building up my startup, where multiple third parties took advantage of the lack of knowledge that I had in the specific areas that they were working on and cheated me of my money. So stick to what you know and do not be tempted to jump on any passing trend that is currently in vogue. Artificial intelligence, AI, is the latest craze right now. But should you launch an AI startup if you know nothing about software? Of course you shouldn't. Let passing trends pass and focus on building something that you have expertise in, that provides value, and do it at a high level of quality, and you'll have a good chance of success. The startup world is challenging enough already, so do not stack the deck against yourself. The next thing I would like to say about ideas is that you do not necessarily have to come up with something completely unique that the world has never seen before. The common thinking around ideas for startups is that they need to be something completely unique. The fact is that many factors contribute to the success of a business, not just the uniqueness of the idea. It is quite rare that a whole new invention comes around, like the telephone or the light bulb that the world has never seen before. You can provide something that is already in existence, but just do it better. Provide better quality, better customer service, better alignment with the end user's needs, etc. Of course, I'm not advocating simply copying some other company's product. If you do that, you will find yourself in a lawsuit against them very quickly. No. Come up with something new, but in an existing industry domain, and make sure you're not impinging on anyone else's intellectual property. My point is, you do not need to create a whole new industry domain, because if you try and do that, you will stay stuck in the idea phase forever. This happens to a lot of budding entrepreneurs. Furthermore, there exist challenges for completely new products or services that the world has never seen before. One challenge is to educate people about it so that they get interested in using it. Second, there may be supporting infrastructure issues where something completely new does not have the supporting infrastructure in place yet. An example of this is when cars first came into existence over a century ago. People were scared that they would get into accidents and kept riding on horse-driven carriages. Furthermore, proper roads that supported cars were not in existence at the time. Therefore, cars took time to get adopted by everyone. So please consider all this when you brainstorm for ideas. A simple way to come up with ideas is to make a list of problems and challenges you face as you go about your daily life. When you're using an app on your smartphone, what is missing in that app? What is not being provided to you? When you're driving your car, what do you wish the car had that it presently does not have? In the gym, what is missing? What would make the gym a better place to work out in? If you keep thinking like this, sooner or later, you will come up with an idea that fulfills an unmet need and is also in your area of expertise. And when this happens, you're off and running with your new idea. Once you have an idea that you feel that you can move forward with, the most important thing to keep in mind is that it will change and evolve over time. As you progress with your startup and perform initial tasks like discussing your idea with your team members, creating a minimum viable product, performing marketing analysis, you will keep modifying the idea. So do not be rigid and inflexible with the idea. Of course, don't keep making changes to it constantly either. The trick is to have a main idea relatively set and then make minor modifications around the main idea until the overall idea is optimized and has the best chance for success. To improve on your idea, you can discuss it with people who are going to be the end users of the product or the service and get their feedback. Another step is to get some UI screens made and have your developers create a simple prototype program and look at it in action. The act of doing this and moving the idea from a concept in your head to a prototype program that you can look at on the screen will trigger a lot of new ideas. Next, you can have some marketing experts look at your prototype and report back on its alignment with the current market and its chances of success. The marketing folks will likely have some good suggestions to further improve on your main idea. Finally, make sure you have legal experts check it for any legal issues that can cause obstacles moving forward and make changes accordingly. And now for the difficult part. As you perform these steps, it may emerge that your idea is not such a great fit for the market at the present time. There may be legal issues around it, there may be marketing challenges, etc. If red flags arise, consider abandoning your idea or put it in the back burner and keep brainstorming for new ideas. Do not spend a lot of time and money on something that is showing warning signs. The startup world is challenging enough already, so don't make it more difficult for yourself. I myself only went forward with my startup after the marketing folks as well as my legal team had analyzed it and given it the green light. It was at this point that I went ahead with development and started spending more time and money on it. So don't get married to the first idea that you have. You will have more ideas over time. My goal with this video was to give you some assistance in coming up with an idea and subsequently moving forward with it. I hope you found the content useful. Please comment below and provide some feedback. I will make future videos on topics based on your feedback and requests. Well, that's all I have for now. See you next time. Take care and good luck, everyone.